We'll be home tonight.
Hey, intention. I didn't do anything that would be intended to harm. Okay, I love you. I'll call you. Just don't. It's not loaded. Just put it up there. No, it's not loaded. Don't worry about it. I'll handle it. We got cameras all over the house.
At approximately 12 a.m., Officer was traveling northbound on Cleveland Avenue when he observed what appeared to be a felony stop involving a marked Columbus Police Patrol vehicle and a black unmarked police interceptor with red and blue flashing lights in the southbound lanes. The two patrol vehicles had stopped a white Ford Fusion in the roadway. The officer approached the scene and spoke with a Columbus police officer involved in the stop. The officer explained that he had been flagged down by the driver of the unmarked vehicle regarding a traffic complaint about the stopped vehicle. He was uncertain of the identity of the individual operating the unmarked vehicle and believed he was associated with some Ohio fugitive apprehension program.
Mentioned it, man. I don't know what that is. I'm not familiar with it. I was shooting a patch or something. But he stopped his car. He said they've been driving all over the road and he's going to kill someone. Yes. From your guys' stuff. He like flagged us down and he came over here and see what's going on.
Okay.
The unmarked police vehicle was equipped with flashing red and blue lights on top and red and blue lights on the trunk. The officer stated that he observed the white Ford Fusion driving at approximately 11 miles per hour, attempting to turn into other vehicles, which he believed posed a traffic hazard. He reported that he activated his vehicle's lights and issued approximately 11 commands via his radio for the vehicle to pull over to the right. He then flagged down a Columbus officer for assistance as he was off duty and had his gear in the back of his vehicle. The individual identified himself with a gold badge reading United States Bail and Fugitive Enforcement Recovery Agent, featuring the seal of the United States in the center.
Called on them.
Yeah, that's...
No, I waved them down. He was going to kill everybody on the road.
What's going on with him?
Dude, he was going 11 on the road, went in front of 3 other people. I'm off duty right now. I'm going home. I got all my gear in the back. I can show my credentials and everything.
Yeah, we checked everything.
Yeah, what's up? He was going to, real problem. So I just stopped him, and I flagged I saw the marked Columbus police officer. I flagged him down. I said, you need to fucking go talk to them right now. That's it.
Do you have a badge number? Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, you're federal. Okay. What is it? Your badge number? Do you have that?
7937.
79. Okay, that's good. Just that way I can put it in the call.
He was just, I flagged down the first marked car that I saw.
Yeah.
It was a real problem on the road.
So he's going 11 miles an hour?
He was going 11 down here. He tried to drive into 2 other cars. The one person got a little bit road ragey on him.
Yeah.
And was following him like real close. The one guy that was gonna I think they're gonna go fight. So I just hit the lights on him real quick, and I waved the Columbus police officer over. I said, you need to get him right now, pull him over. He stopped right here in the middle of the intersection. I gave him commands 11 times on my radio with the lights on, turn right, turn right, turn right, get off the road, he didn't follow any instructions. I wasn't getting, I got no gear on right now. Everything's in the back, right? I saw the Columbus officer right here. I said, hey, whip around, and then that's where we're at.
Okay, cool. Thanks a lot.
Are we good?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
It's no ops and language line. He just can't drive. He just, yeah. It's not his car.
Do you want my card?
Sure, why not?
Just in case, whatever.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you.
Yep, thank you. Have a good night.
Weird, right? Yeah, he's 10-15. He's always calling me. Oh, BS stuff. That guy right there. Yeah.
You guys have seen him before?
Yeah.
He's always over here doing
I've never
stuff?
seen him before.
He's always calling and stuff about 48s and stuff. He's like people from like people out of state and everything we do. What do you want us to do with it?
But he's like legit though.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Because that's what we were trying to figure out. We were like, is this guy real?
I thought it was either you guys or then I was like, oh, is it security? Then I was like, but yeah, he's no ops and I don't know how we're going to handle it.
Yeah,
So.
I'll talk to him, see what's going on.
Okay, cool. Language line, by the way, too, Spanish. So,
I love that.
yeah, so. Right? All right, man.
Well,
Make sure you get one to take care of. Have a good night.
Good seeing you guys. Appreciate you.
Due to the license plate returning to Columbus Police Headquarters and the credentials shown, the officer believed the individual was a legitimate federal officer. When asked if he was a federal agent, he did not respond and ignored the question. The individual then provided a business card bearing the name Conklin and subsequently left the scene. Following the departure, officers conducted research on the Ohio Fugitive Apprehension Program. They found a web page displaying the Ohio Department of Insurance seal and an image of the badge presented by Conklin. The site described the duties of recovery agents and the program's purpose, noting it was founded by veterans and was actively recruiting licensed agents and sworn officers. Further investigation on Google revealed that the badge presented by Conklin is available for purchase by the general public from several online retailers for approximately $70. The dispatcher was consulted to assist in identifying Conklin's full name.
You want to play it. Just pull it out if you want to talk or.
I'll try these either first.
Yeah.
That should be going through man. He came to the door at the 1911 and wouldn't put it down, so figure I'll have somebody with me at least. Clear. Hey, Brendan.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, you remember me from last night?
Yeah, I do. What's going on?
So we had a couple more developments about that traffic stop. Can you come out here and talk to me?
Yeah. Let me get socks and shoes on.
Huh? Actually, you're under arrest right now.
Why am I on
For unlawful detainment and impersonating a police officer.
I have done none of that.
You have the right to remain silent.
For what?
Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. You have the right not to answer any questions or make any statements until that time. You understand?
I do. You got a pair of shoes, man? I do.
Alright, where are those at?
I got one pair right there.
Okay. You want her to get you some socks or you want to go and make them up?
Yeah, no, unlock Miranda.
Jess, I don't know what's happening right now.
I don't either. I don't.
Alright, let's just kick these on, man. There you are.
What is happening?
We'll explain it to you in just a minute, but we're going to do what we need to do to make sure everybody's safe, okay?
Okay.
Very important question. Do you have any weapons or anything that could hurt us on your person?
I do not.
Okay.
What is happening?
Under arrest for impersonating a police officer.
How did I impersonate a police officer? I never impersonated any police officer ever.
We will explain all that later.
Can you explain this, please?
Go ahead and take a seat. We'll explain it.
What's that?
I said, always also a fleet key that's a fleet key. And our keys may even work there. Because our keys open like double ones and stuff like that, of course.
I think our plan, as far as what he's talking about right now, we're going to remove the plates and not impound the car.
It's on the roadway. I mean, I don't know. That's up to Sarge. People being on the roadway and stuff like that.
I would have taken that plate off if he has the Ohio plate on it.
No, it's both of those. Both of those plates look just like the front. The back one's like
Does
the
he
same.
have an Ohio plate?
We haven't asked him yet.
All right, let's ask him. Let's get that information. So, let's go over that.
Texas.
Which side's he on?
This side.
You're clear?
All right, so I know I already advised you your rights, but that was while the arrest was taking place. I want to make sure you understand them, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise each of these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand that?
I do.
Okay. So, first questions first. Do you have the original license plates that were issued to that car?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And where would they be in? So, because here's what we don't want to do. Those plates are fictitious. Okay? They're not the original Ohio plates that came on it.
Correct.
So, that being said, that vehicle is parked illegally without real license plates.
Okay. I've talked to the state.
Uh-huh.
All of that is in process. I think that there's a miscommunication here.
Okay.
Okay. My intention is never to impersonate law enforcement. I've never identified myself as such. I am licensed with the state. I am a fugitive recovery agent. Every interaction I've had with anybody, I've had all you guys involved asking for your assistance, and I have registration with the Attorney General's office and
Yes,
working on the process with the state for the plates. It was a
Right.
safety issue on the plate just because of the nature of the job.
Right.
It's the same reason that my driver's license comes back to Marconi.
Right.
And it's a safety issue. It's not to impersonate anybody. It's
Sure.
to keep my family safe.
Well, what we want to do, rather than impound the vehicle, is if we can get those plates, we can install them because those ones are going to be collected as evidence.
Okay.
Two, once this is said and done, that emergency equipment is going to have to come off of there.
Okay.
So,
But again, that's it's still on application with the AG's office.
okay. Well, to get to the meat and potatoes of things,
Okay.
because what you're being charged with is having fictitious plates on the car.
Okay.
A limit of number of lights required, which covers the fact that there's red and blue lights that were activated.
Okay.
Unlawful detainment because an unlawful traffic stop was conducted.
I didn't. He was already stopping.
Sir, let me explain it. I'll let you say your piece. That way you have all the information. Okay. An unlawful traffic stop was conducted. An individual was detained, and their Fourth Amendment rights were violated. And in the process of that, red and blue lights were activated on that roadway with that address and everything coming back to 120. Like, that's impersonating a police
It
officer.
wasn't the intention.
So,
It was public safety, and it was to wave down a Columbus police officer, which exactly what I did. I never approached the individual. I never got out of the car. I never went to them. Never identified myself as anything. I did it to wave down the police officer and had him go talk to them. I did not detain anybody. I used the lights to signal for them to come because they were going to do harm to other people on the car.
okay.
Which I do have the videos along with that.
You do
on
have
how
video?
on how they were driving
Okay.
and asking them to stop in the other cars that were waving me down.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got a mark. Nothing that I did was to overstep the boundaries of anything. I understand our separation here, but that person was going to hurt somebody.
Okay.
And so I wanted to get you guys involved, which I did.
Right.
Gave you my card.
You did.
Everything I thought was above board. If there's an education here, if I crossed, I don't think that this needs to be an arrestable situation. We can figure out a way that I can say, okay, did I misstep in this action? But my intention here was not to do anything that you guys are saying. It was public safety, and it was to get you guys involved.
And I absolutely believe that you meant well. But based on our conversation last night and the statements of the Columbus police officers there, you told me that you activated your overhead lights, stopped the car, gave him 11 commands over the PA, pull to the right. You initiated.
I asked him to get off the roadway while the Columbus officer was coming.
And the Columbus officer said you had him stopped.
Huh?
The Columbus
He wouldn't move. He would just stop dead in the road. He was going 8 miles an hour, then 28, then 8, swerved a bunch of times, came over, almost hit another driver, and then stopped right in front of me. I got on the PA and said, please, I told him, I said, move to the right, move to the right. He was just sitting in the middle of a green light, and I saw the Columbus officer. I hit the lights, and I waved him over, and I said, hey, you got to get this guy right now. You got to get him. He goes, hey, who are you with? I said, I'm with the Ohio Fugitive Apprehension Program. That's exactly who.
Right.
We're a nonprofit, state of Ohio, right? He goes, okay, cool. Do you have your ID? I showed it to him. I showed it to you. Gave the card. If I didn't hit the lights, I was afraid somebody was going to get hurt.
Right.
I really was. And we are under review with the Attorney General office. The reason that our nonprofit was approved is because we're trying to get away from the wild, wild west of bounty hunting and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Going after the 100,000 open warrants and the 26,000 felony warrants that are out, right? As our opportunity to augment, but not to replace, and certainly not to impersonate.
Yes, sir.
This is very upsetting because I really am trying to do the right thing in the best way, and I feel like I was very transparent and very clear with everybody on who I am and what I'm doing. You were the same one that came out with the suicide call, right?
I don't believe so.
When we got the suicide call, I met up with you guys at Metzger.
I'm not recalling that. I'm not saying it wasn't me. I mean,
And I can tell you it'll never happen again because we need to look at the intent. Right? There was no intent here to do what these charges dictate that I was doing. I'm not, you know what I mean?
So, I guess my question is when we were speaking, I asked you for your badge number. You gave that to me.
Yes, sir.
And then I said, so you're federal.
I don't believe I think I called. I didn't respond.
You didn't respond.
No, I think I was saying, no, I'm state. And then the other guy was talking to me from the other side. I'm absolutely not federal.
Yeah. We're under the influence or in the impression at the time that, I even said to you, oh, you're federal. You didn't respond. You didn't correct me.
No. I think he was coming out from the other side because that part of it was on the because I reviewed the footage when I got back, and I heard you say that, and then I didn't respond, and I'm like, oh shit. Well, that's why I said, hey, do you want my card?
Right. To
make sure that there's no misunderstanding. Right? Yes. Should I maybe? Hey, I'm state. Oh, hey, I'm part of. Our organization is a nationwide organization, right? But we're licensed through the state of Ohio. Gotcha. Technically, are we federal?
Yeah,
the group is, but look, I'm not saying I would never say I'm a federal agent or a nationwide agent or anything like that. My license is through the state of Ohio, and I can show you all that license information. I can give you all of my credentials. You can look at everything. If I fucked up on this thing, man, we can look. It won't happen again. This is not what I intended. And certainly not to misrepresent with you guys. I live here. You guys are my Westerville officers, right?
Right.
The last thing I'm going to do is tell you anything. I've had a great relationship with the county sheriff's office, which is normally who we get involved with everybody. Everything we do is supposed to be above board. That one incident with that vehicle, honestly, they were going to hurt somebody.
Sure.
And I got the first law enforcement agency that I saw involved. If that was this serious, I won't. Listen. educate me. This is a new program. This is a new thing that we're trying to do the right way.
Right.
It shouldn't go this way.
So, now, I believed you meant well last night, and I still do. I believe you were trying to do the right thing. However, where there is a serious issue that took place, I'm coming northbound on Cleveland, and I see 2 vehicles lit up, red and blue.
Mm-hmm.
I called out that I'm going to be out with a felony stop, is what I believed it was. Okay. I get out, and I learned that this vehicle was stopped. And, I mean, you told me that you stopped it, you gave it commands. All of this is fine except for the fact that the red and blue lights were used. This person was stopped, and their Fourth Amendment was put in jeopardy by somebody who didn't have the authority to do it.
I reacted.
And while you may have meant well, we have to pursue it.
I understand.
So
you've pursued it. I hear you.
Now, to be clear, nothing. The warrants were filed today, so the arrest is a done deal. However, none of these charges are a felony.
It doesn't matter. My job. This was something that we just stood up. My real job. This could destroy my livelihood on something that I didn't destroy their livelihood in anything that they. I believe that they were highly intoxicated. I don't know how the rest of it. I didn't even hang around. I said, "Hey, what's their deal?" I gave you the information, but I truly believe that they were going to hurt somebody, and from my military, if I have a means to react or to save or to whatever, then I'll do that. I didn't mean to obviously put you in that situation or make you feel anything. That wasn't the implication, and that's also why, like I said, I didn't stay there. I didn't facilitate stop. I didn't get out with them. Right. You know what I mean? We're going in circles. I get it. If we got to do this, I can't. I can't believe that this is a thing because none of this, the intention behind it has been of good, and I just.
Yeah, and
I can change. Look, if it's a learning opportunity or if there's a change in behavior, this is new. We're all learning this stuff.
Right. So
what's next?
So what I would like to do, with your permission, is if you can tell me where those plates are, we can have your wife get them. Like I said, we're going to seize those ones. But I would like to put the original plates on it so we don't have to tow it and cause you more inconvenience. Is that something you'd be willing to do?
Yeah. 2 questions, and this mainly because the shotgun's in there and some other stuff, right? Is weird thing to ask, being that I'm on the other side, is this bondable? Am I coming home tonight, or being that none of it is felony?
I don't. That's something we'll have to. You'll have to discuss.
Well,
with
I
the
just want to find out. Yeah, I get that.
I would assume it will be, and that'll all come to fruition once we get down there. Okay.
Will you allow me the opportunity to get my wallet?
Yeah, we can ask your wife to get it for you.
Okay. So the keys should be hanging. She knows where all the keys are. The license plate, I think the physical license plate is underneath the hardcover where all the computer access is on top of the tire. If not in there, all of the paperwork for the organization, everything is in a green folder that is in the glove box. Okay. And that's going to have all of our licenses and everything in there.
Okay. All right. We'll talk with her real quick and try to...
Your key, it's just a standard handcuff key. They'll take that shotgun off. It's not loaded, but if you want to put that in the garage there, that way it's not hanging out.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep. All right. Are you warm enough?
No.
All right.
See, and that's how.
United States bail.
Is that a federal one?
When I was with the Federal Reserve,
all federal badges like that, all federal officers and federal agents have badges that look like this.
Oh shit.
I see how you would think
But it's
it
the
was.
United States,
Yeah.
but then it's Ohio.
Yeah, see. Right. $44 and something like that. How are you putting the badge and ID in evidence?
Oh yeah, I would take the badge and ID,
Yeah.
put it in evidence. Ooh, you can keep your wallet, but
Yeah.
that's part of this whole thing. Or you take pictures at minimum.
Yeah.
Let's take pictures. I mean, because if he can buy it online, I mean,
Or it's on this side. We're going to put you in another vehicle, and these officers are going to be taking you downtown. I spoke with we did get your wallet, and I spoke with your wife. We're just going to have her pull the vehicle here into the driveway so it's safe, and we don't have to worry about
When do you do it?
what's that?
When do you do it? She's not going to this stuff.
No.
Just you know how to drive the car. Just put it up wherever you want to put it.
I don't know if we have. I think our policy dictates that we can't move it unless it's a public hazard, right?
I get it. Pull in the driveway. I get it. She's.
We can watch her that way she doesn't get anything anywhere or anything.
I get. She's.
Do you want to put him in real quick that way? Don't have to stand out in the cold.
Could I kiss her?
Absolutely.
Jess.
Ma'am.
I'm not going.
I know. I just want to make sure you're not going to fall. You're in handcuffs. So.
We'll be home tonight.
Intention. I didn't do anything that would be
I know it's what I
intended
said.
to harm. Okay, it's fine. I love you. I'll call you.
I just do something with the grateful.
Just no. Don't. It's not loaded. Just put it up there.
Do something.
No, it's not loaded. Don't worry about it. I'll handle it. We got cameras all over the house. It'll be fine.
It was discovered that he had a criminal history, including an arrest in 2019 by WPD for improper handling of a firearm in a motor vehicle, OVI, and disorderly conduct. Conklin was subsequently arrested at his residence on charges of impersonating a peace officer, unlawful restraint, and possession of fictitious license plates. He was transported to Franklin County Jail.